time and we're gonna read some comics. Yes, we're gonna read them. It's later due time, gonna tell you all about it. Let's all go and read them comics. Hey everybody, LazyDude99 here. Now, a while ago I did my list of my top 10 favorite superhero movies. Well, even though there's been great superhero movies, there have been some really bad pieces of crap just waiting to bore us to death. So today I'm going to give you my top 10 most hated superhero movies. Now, remember, these are only the movies that I have seen. So I can't say a movie's bad because I haven't seen it. So Howard the Duck isn't on here. So yeah, here we go. Top 10, my most hated superhero movies. Number 10. Yes, Spider-Man 3. Now, I know some people are gonna, say, Spider-Man 3 wasn't a bad movie. Yes, it was. I mean, the first two I loved. I mean, Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest superhero movies ever made, and Spider-Man is a great movie, in my opinion. But what happened? I mean, it was like, you tried to grab certain things from the first two, throw them in a blender, turn it on, with throwing in a bunch of new things, turn it on, and then it will, you get a sloppy, gooey mess. That's what you get. I mean, you really didn't, like for one thing, the alien symbiote landing in a meteor right beside where Peter Parker was. Yeah, what a coincidence. Or, the whole thing with Sandman, I really did not care if his daughter died. Like, there's this thing, check it out, it's how Spider-Man 3 should have ended. They don't even have Sandman in the entire picture. The guy's arrested, and he's like, well, you don't understand. I have a daughter. She's sick. That makes it okay for me to break the law. I'm not a bad person. Like, it's such, like, you know what? If you watch the Spectacular Spider-Man TV show, you'll notice how they took certain things from this movie and did it better. I mean, like, Venom was done way better in this show, and the Spectacular Spider-Man than in this show, where he barely got any screen time, and it wasn't even the Venom we're used to. Gosh, Spider-Man 3 was such a letdown. Spider-Man 3 is number 10. The reason that it's number 10 and not lower is because the special effects were pretty awesome. So I'll give it that. But yeah, Spider-Man 3 is number 10. Number 9. You know, you can almost guarantee that that you're gonna watch a bad movie when you see a movie that is a sequel of a bad movie. At least the original Fantastic Four was bearable. But, this one, let me just give you an impression of this Fantastic Four movie. Talk, 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 talk. Reed Richards Science. Talk, 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 talk. Jessica Alba almost naked. Talk, 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 talk. Johnny Storm makes fun of the thing. Talk, 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 talk. A little bit of action. And time to roll the credits. Why? When you go to see a superhero movie, you're usually going to see some action. Both of these movies, both of the Fantastic Four movies, but especially the sequel, when you're, like, I can understand with the first movie, you have to set up everything, but once everything's set up, there should be no excuses for lack of action, and when it's there, it's just thrown there. It makes no sense. I mean, especially one thing that really doesn't make sense. Silver Surfer is like, oh, I have to work for Galactus because he'll destroy my planet if I don't. That's understandable. That's from the comics. But what doesn't make sense is after he does that, he directly goes straight to Galactus and said, I don't work for you anymore. Boom! And he destroys him. Why didn't you do that before? Why didn't you do that after, like, the first planet he attacked? Or something like that. Why couldn't you have done that before? All he did was go, and then boom. Darn it, wish I could have thought of that before the 5th planet Galactus devoured. I mean, come on. And the whole thing with Johnny Storm turning, like, switching powers, why? Why put that there? It's not needed. It's not necessary. It's boring. And then the Fantastic Car is thrown in there for no reason. Just, we have to get around at this point, and only one of them can fly. Let's just throw the Fantastic Car in there. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and one thing that really doesn't make sense, it might make sense, but it has been a while since this. Okay, so they're all held in this United States Army facility. And then Dr. Doom takes Silver Surfer's surfboard. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Dr. Doom surfing. So he starts surfing, and somehow they end up in China. Okay, bear with me. If they're in a United States facility, how the heck did they get to China? I don't care if you're in the fastest car or plane on the earth, it'll take a few hours. How do you get to China? Now, bear with me, it's been a while since I've seen it, so maybe the Silver Surfer was in China. In that case, why the heck are the United States in there? Fantastic Four 2 sucks. Period. And don't think Fantastic Four is any better. It's like number 11, if anything. Especially the extended edition. Like, just quick note, I bought the extended Fantastic Four because I thought it would have more action, but guess what? It has more pointless dialogue. Okay, number 9, Fantastic Four 2. Number 8. Oh man, the Hulk. This is a boring film. It goes so slow. And the action scenes don't make any sense. Like, the whole... okay, this is what I hate. This is another one of those movie cliches I hate. The villain wants to get the Hulk's power, but he gets the Hulk's power and he dies? The only time I don't mind this is like on Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the guy gets the Ark and he opens it up and he gets what he wants, but he dies. That's the only time I don't mind that. But the rest is stupid. I mean, I got what I want, but it's too much. Uh-oh, I'm gonna blow up. And not to mention, the entire stuff before that is just stupid. It's... For one thing, I don't think the Hulk speaks almost nothing in this film. It also has one of those moments that makes no sense. He's falling from the sky. The Hulk's falling from the sky. He kind of passes out. So he's falling from the sky. And then next thing you know, he dreams about him shaving, and then the Hulk appears in the mirror and grabs him and says, "Puny little human." And then he goes back and he's falling. What the heck is that doing there? And just to let you know, that's the most interesting scene in the entire film. The Hulk is boring as heck. I mean, you're just sitting there watching. By the time the action scene actually happens, you're like this. And it's not boring and a short film. It's a long film. I mean, it's long. I don't know how long, but it's long. I mean, the opening credits are the longest I've ever seen opening credits. It tries to over-explain too much and not to mention Hulk Poodle. Yeah. Those who've seen the movie, you know what I mean. The Hulk Poodle. Incredible Hulk sucks. Stay away. Oh, no, no. Sorry. Back. The Incredible Hulk is a good movie. The Hulk sucks. Moving on. Number 7.
Invincible Iron Man.
Yes, cartoons count. Invincible Iron Man. It's filled with movie cliches. And it has my most hated movie cliche. Click on the link if you want to see my top 10 most hated movie cliches. But this movie, I mean, for one thing, it doesn't follow the comics at all.